Hi, this is Chris with Lone Wolf, and today I'm going to give you a high-level overview of how to get started with building your own custom reports in our new analytics platform. So I'm on the analytics homepage, and here you'll see ad hoc views, or you might see something called Report Builder, same thing. And what I'll do is I'll click Create, and step number one is what set of data do I want to be able to report on? So it'll load the whole list of everything that's available to you. So for instance, we got agent listings overview. And if you hover over it, it'll give you a nice little description of what type of data is available in this data set. Um, I highly suggest if you're doing anything related to transactions and reporting on transactions, you start with the deal details domain, as that's the most comprehensive available set of data to try and pull in what you need. So I'm going to pick choose data, and now it's going to list out all the information that I have available to me, right? So I have deal contacts, I have key dates, I have agent information, agent commission, etc. And I can say, oh, I only want certain information to be able to be brought into my report, or for the sake of time, I'm just going to bring in everything and just get right into the report builder. So I've brought in all of my selected fields, and I'll click OK. So this is the report editor, and I'm going to spend just 1 minute or so and try and give you a quick overview of the different sections, and then in future videos we'll go into details of those particular sections. So step one is really what type of report you want to build. So you got table, which is kind of like your basic Excel spreadsheet, crosstab, which is often referred to as a matrix report, where you're got multiple variables you're comparing against and summarizing the data, and then you have charts for something visual. You also have control over what data comes back in your preview of the report. So is it just sample data, which is good because it gives you an idea of what the report will look like without kind of bogging the system down and being slow while it tries to load everything. Or you can load everything and bring that in to get a more complete look at what your report will look like, but it's a little bit slower because you're dealing with a lot more data. On the left side of the screen, you'll have what's called fields and measures. And you can see kind of related groupings, right? So if we look at transaction info, you can see all kinds of information here, like transaction status. And just double click, you can pull it in and drag it around in your report. Um, and you can also see transaction info down below in measures. And you can start ideally seeing some of the differences here, where fields are things like names and addresses and anything like that, dates, where measures are anything numeric, right? So you got side count, you got the selling price, anything you can multiply, divide, etc. by, that's where you're going to get the measure. So it just breaks it down to try and help you figure out where you're getting your information from. And the one final thing to draw to your attention is I'm going to right click on any field. So let's say property type short name, and I'm going to create a filter. That's going to pop out this little tab over on the right. And this is where I'm going to apply my different filters to narrow down the data that I'm working with. So those are the high level sections to keep in mind to kind of get you started playing with this. And we'll be doing more in-depth videos for pretty much each one of these sections.